Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at NIO stock, a company which is down by 3% on Friday, and in the past 5 days is down by about 7.5%. The question is, what happens from here, right? Where do we go next? Over the course of this video, I'll be giving you my personal thoughts and opinions. If it sounds good, please do make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe. But as always, remember, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Yeah, with that being said though, let's jump straight in. Now, an important thing to acknowledge is the trend in the past month or so with NIO. From the lows to the highs, we've seen this one up by 50%. From the overall start of the 30-day period to now, we're still up about 29. So things are not looking bad at all. In the past 6 months or so, you can see the chart here, really since about July, we have seen this one go up big. 78% to where we are now, and over 80% to the highs which we have recently seen. So the question is, what actually comes next? Well, for this, we're going to come over here and look at the more technical chart. Now, first I want to acknowledge a few things that we're seeing on NIO stock, right? We have unfortunately broken below the 610 mark, which I wanted to see hold. Previously, we saw NIO stock, yes, slightly moving lower, ultimately initially holding that 610, but now we've gone below that. Now, that was a level that we've obviously seen as this previous low. I wanted to remain above it, but not necessarily the end of the world. The next thing that we're looking for here at this level is to simply establish a support. That is as basic as it is. We're still up big here. We want to see this one establish a support. Ideally, we want to have that happen above these marks at 685, 686. That was a previous level where we have found to a degree some support in the past, right? If we don't hit that, we could be dropping as low as 566, or maybe even down to 553, as we have found a support there in the past. So yeah, these levels at, let's say, we're going to call it 594, I may have said 6 a moment ago, if they can hold, that could be very interesting, right? That's kind of where we are at the moment. If we see this hold, and there's every possibility of that, because we did find a brief support at these levels in the Friday session, both in the late part of the day and actually the early part too. See those hold, and we could be in a position where we could see this one run again. Then we'd be looking to hold on to levels at 608, 610, something like that. But that would obviously require this one to essentially remain still and see some sharp upwards momentum in the next few days. Now, you could make an argument that the trend is somewhat slow in here. Depending on what happens on Monday, this may obviously stop the trend. We may begin to move up slightly, or we could see this one fall significantly lower. Now, this is what I'm going to say, guys. I'm not here to make your minds up, right? I'm here to share my thoughts and opinions, and I want to give you the perspective on both ends of the scale, both up and down. If we move up, we're initially looking to break above 610, we're looking to break then above levels something like 620, and beyond that we could be looking to break above 630, 640, right? Maybe even 650 from there. If we are not able to hold these levels, I think there's every possibility that we go lower. That could be to the 580 range, it could be to the 540 range, 550 range even, right? If we don't hold these levels, I personally think that's where we are going, but that's just my thoughts on it at the moment. So, it very much depends, right? What should you do? What will you do? Well, if it was me, I'd say it very much depends. If I was short-term bullish on NIO, if I thought this trend was going to turn around, this could be a very interesting opportunity, right? This could potentially be a bottom. But if you think that there's a potential that we're going to see this support break and we drop lower, then obviously this would not be the best time to buy at all. Again, also remember, when you zoom out, this stock is up big. So the main goal for the upcoming week is simply to establish a support, right? I don't want to see this one necessarily go massively up or massively down. Simple support would be a very good sign at this moment. But that's just my personal thoughts on it. You may agree, you may not. I just wanted to share my opinions. Thank you for your time, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.